Oh, Marie.
Oh, Marie.
Oh, Marie.
Oh, Marie.
In your arms, I'm longing to be.
Longing to be.
Baby.
Baby,
Tell me you love me.
tell me you love me.
Kiss me once while the stars shine above me.
Shine above me.
Hey, Marie.
Hey, Marie.
Oh, Marie.
Oh, Marie.
In your arms, I'm longing to be.
Longing to be.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Welcome to coverage of the 60th annual North Hudson Pepperfest here on the River Channel. This morning, we're in front of Seasons Tavern, and we are covering the annual North Hudson Pepperfest Parade. It's one of the biggest, most anticipated events of the Pepperfest, and I'm Chris Larson. With me today, John Schomer. And John, you've kind of been a staple here. You know the area well, and you're going to kind of help us out through this, but this is kind of your back country. You spent a lot of time in this area.
Yes, my wife and I have had a business in North Hudson for close to 40 years, and we've enjoyed the Pepperfest all of those 40 years. So it's been a good time up here, and we look forward to a big celebration again this year.
Coming up the parade route right now is the North Hudson Police Department. They will lead the way, and right behind them, the American Legion brings the colors up the parade route, and we'll get a brief pause as they come up, and we'll do the national anthem. But beautiful day for a parade. We're probably sitting around 75 degrees, nice overcast day, so a beautiful day for the parade here.
Looks like they've got some arrestees already in the car, waving at us as they go by.
See, that's what happens when you get off that curb to go get the candy. They lock you up. Kids, you got to stay along that curb during the route. There'll be plenty of time to scoop up candy as they go by.
There'll be plenty of candy here today. Most of it's donated by local dentists to create business. Here comes the colors.
American Legion post 50, VFW post 2115 brings the colors up the parade route, and they will stop right here on the corner. And we will pause for a moment and honor America with the Star-Spangled Banner. Had a little bit of an audio issue there. You really probably wouldn't be able to hear it, but we brought it to you in pictures there. But a very beautiful choral version of the Star-Spangled Banner.
It's always a pleasure to see the VFW American Legion out here honoring those who have served our country, and we're very grateful for their support. Here goes the Civil War era.
So behind the VFW and American Legion Post van is the Hudson Fire Department making their way up the route, and we start with a classic fire engine.
One of their original fire engines going back many, many years. And here comes one of the newest additions to the fire department.
Engine 3162 from Hudson Fire. Of course, we've had a pretty good year as far as fires are concerned this year. Had quite a bit of rain early on in the year to kind of keep things moist, but could use some rain, and we may get some today.
These fire engines from Hudson and St. Joe, you'll see, and many people have been very grateful for their service. The best thing that those fire engines can do would be never to leave the barn. But when they're needed, they're ready. Big trucks.
Tanker number 1 cruising past the desk right now.
Here comes the St. Joe brush truck. This is what's used mostly for brush fires in the woods and in the prairies out there, along with their gator. So they go to the fire and get it put out.
My son's favorite fire engine's the brush truck. They get to where the other guys can't get. Coming up the route right now, 2014 Pepperfest Parade Grand Marshal, Linda Rose.
Linda was a long-term teacher at the Hudson School District, 30-plus years if I remember right. She is recently retired and was nominated for this year's Grand Marshal.
When you've been teaching that long, you probably know just about everybody on this parade route.
She's got parents now having other kids coming to school.
Speaking of school, coming up the route now, some kids from the North Hudson Elementary, and that's really how this Pepperfest got started, was a way to help fund the North Hudson Elementary School.
There's always a need for programs in the schools, and the community's always been supportive and gone out and got things done when there wasn't enough tax dollars. So the Pepperfest has been very supportive for kids' organizations and programs.
A lot going on here over the weekend at Pepperfest. Here's your 2014 Good Neighbors, Chuck and Kathy Roberts, and we've got a little one riding along with them as well.
That's Kathy's granddaughter. She was also a teacher in the North Hudson schools for well over 30 years, and Chuck was at one time the village planner. So they have very close ties to the community.
Looks like the granddaughter's been sneaking some candy in the car.
She's getting her own share.
North Hudson Village President Stan Wecken and City of Hudson Mayor Alan Burchell. Stan sporting the peppered shirt, Alan in the blue shirt. Then it wouldn't be a North Hudson Pepperfest parade, or really any parade for that matter in this area, without the Pepperfest royalty. And they really make, no matter where they go for parades, they make themselves known.
As you see them coming up the road here, you're seeing their very active, energetic group, and they get the party started and generally are there at the end. This year's royalty are King Ron Rudeman, Queen Liz Denning, Princess BZ Germain, and Maggie Kohler and Sammy Miller. New royalty will be crowned later during the festival.
North Hudson! Woo!
They attend approximately 52 functions throughout the year, so they're a very busy group.
Are we feeling hot? Hey, yeah.
It's all down River Falls.
Kick it like this. We gon'
River
keep
Falls
it moving.
Parade.
On the
As you
dance
can see,
floor.
they really light it up.
I can shake it like that. Can you move it like this? I can shake it like that. Can you move it like this? I can shake it like
Behind the float is the 2014 Pepperfest Royal Family, and you know the girls get the headlines, but these people here really do the work. They get them from place to place, and when you're doing that many events throughout the year, there's a lot of transporting kids and working on floats and making sure everything is just right to give them the look that they have and to be able to promote this community in North Hudson.
To be a member of the Queen and King's Court takes the royal family, and that really is the family of the court, and they participate and work as much as the royalty does, and thanks for their support and all their efforts. Many of them done it for a long time.
Coming up the route now, the Hudson High School Marching Band. It's not a parade without a marching band.
And school starts in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks from Tuesday. They'll be back in class.
The marching band also participates in parades around the area, and they attend about a half a dozen parades in the summer. So these kids put a lot of work into it and don't get all the vacations that the others do, but we're thankful for all their efforts.
You also see them at many of the Hudson High School home games. The River Channel will have coverage of Hudson football once again this year, starting next Friday at home against Minnetonka.
Unfortunately, I live in the town of Troy and I don't get the River Channel. I'd sure like it to be out there.
Great job by the Hudson High School Marching Band. We look forward to seeing more of them this year. Coming up the route now is another sports organization from Hudson. It's going to be the Hudson Basketball Association. The Hudson Basketball Association is a nonprofit volunteer organization focused on providing basketball opportunities to the residents of Hudson. Check out their website at hudsonhoops.com to stay informed with what they've got going on. The Varsity Club, now part of the Hudson Basketball Association. The Varsity Club raises funds to support the Hudson boys and girls basketball programs and to improve the basketball facilities in Hudson.
They have approximately 400 to 500 young kids involved in the program. Again, it takes a lot of effort and time and money, and most of that's done by the parents, so we want to thank them all.
A lot of volunteer work being done there by the parents, but it's a lot of hard work being on that basketball team, putting in the hours, doing a lot of running, a lot of stuff that's not very fun, but being able to chuck those balls up. And
it's a good organization, provides kids something to do other than get into trouble. Keeps them athletic, and it turns out a pretty good basketball team now and then at the Hudson High School.
Absolutely. It's been fun seeing them over the last few years steadily improving that program.
You comment on that one too, or just the football?
I did some basketball a couple years ago, but I think somebody else took over the reins last year.
So you do get a couple of weekends free now.
Once in a while, they give me the weekend off. Coming up the route now, another Hudson High School and Hudson School group. It's the Raiders. This is the dance team from the school. The junior dance campers worked very hard yesterday on learning their routine for the parade. The Hudson Raiders dance team performs in the fall at the football games and during the winter at the basketball games and compete throughout the state, and they've done very well in those state competitions as well. They've brought back a lot of hardware. This is one of the best dance teams in the state.
The lower southeast corner of Wisconsin, Madison, Milwaukee, they know where Hudson is because of all the kids that participate in the state tournaments, including the Raiders. You can see we have little ones and bigger ones. Start them out young.
Looks like they've got that routine down.
Yes.
A lot of fun seeing those little ones out there with some girls that they probably look up to quite a bit.
Probably got a big sister in high school and they follow in their footsteps.
And now we've got a very tall gentleman.
This guy could be on the basketball team. They'd love to have him.
I'd like to see him get up and down the court.
He'd just stand by the basket and put it in. He's awfully tall, but he's got really little feet. Big things in small packages.
He's got a candy crew there from Lindy Spring Systems Water Conditioning. How does he get through the door, John?
I think they serve him outside.
Okay, all right. No, maybe they had a service door or something for him.
I've always wanted to be taller, but not quite that tall.
You can't even dunk when you're that tall. You have to drop the ball down.
You have to drop it from the sky. Well, there's a lot of people here today. I don't know if the cameras caught them all, but the streets are lined and everybody's enjoying the parade, and the weather's staying dry for right now.
Yeah, there's been a lot of years for the Pepperfest. You're out here and the sweat's just pouring off of you, and today very comfortable outside.
Thankful for the clouds today.
Here's the cozy corner, and looks like they've got some guys behind the bars. And of course, the crowd getting supplied with water balloons as they try to pepper the gang here. Looks like some people were, oh, there's the water gun.
I'm not sure, but that may be past Pepperfest Kings. They have a listing of gentlemen on there that say Man of the Year, so it may be past Pepperfest Kings.
Here's the new candidates for the Pepperfest coming up through the parade right now.
The tribute on the pickup truck going by to Stanley Dom, a former Pepper King who passed away this last year. I get buttons. Speaking of buttons, I have a note here. This year's, they have a contest for the lady, or for the person to sponsor the buttons. And this year's winner of the design is Judy Chatette. She's a 1976 Hudson High School graduate. She won the contest for the design of the button this year.
That was Cassandra St. Ors making her way past our little spot here on the parade. She's a Pepperfest Queen candidate, and the next few cars we see come up through the parade route will all be adorned with the new Pepperfest Queen candidates.
Everybody loves to see the shiny convertibles. This one coming, of course, is an old Corvette. And I believe, sure, that's the Village Inn, and it's the owner driving the car.
Julia Petit. Coronation, of course, later on this weekend near Village Hall.
I believe the coronation's Sunday evening. We'll find out who the new Pepperfest court is.
Devin Crumrye.
Sponsored by Cherry Berry.
And Hunter Thompson going past our table right now.
Hunter is sponsored by Cozy Corner Pizza in North Hudson.
Had a couple classic cars. Now here's a flashy new red one.
Looks like she's got family members in the service who sent her a good luck card that's posted on the side of the car.
Jordan Loken now in the classic Chevy.
It took a couple of hours to polish that black. Good looking car from Alamode Salons and Spa. Cars I always wanted when I was in high school. Never could afford it, but they still look good today.
Kate Murray now with her chance to say hello to the cameras.
Kate's riding in a Mercedes-Benz sponsored by Gov's Place.
And now Brianna Mankey.
Brianna's riding a classic old Cadillac, sponsored by Hudson Dance Academy.
That was my first car. I had a 77 Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Is that a Coupe de Ville? Or?
It's not a Coupe de Ville, but that's what I had. That was 77 Cadillac Coupe de Ville back in 1992. Wasn't the coolest car in the world, though.
Twice as long as any of the other cars.
Here's Emma Thole, and she's sponsored by Vine Street Studio.
Good luck to all the candidates today. Appreciate all of their efforts. They've been involved for a couple of weeks trying to get the judges to pick them, and we'll find out who's the winner tomorrow night.
Shayla Kekritz cruising by in a Z28 convertible.
Sponsored by Altissimo. Nail, hair, skin products.
That's where I go for all my nail, hair, and skin products.
I haven't started taking care of that. I probably should.
Here's Sydney Anderson in the Jeep. She gets to stand.
Sydney sponsored by San Pedro Cafe in downtown Hudson.
Annika McPherson.
Few sponsors of Annika. Sponsored by Mama Maria's Italian Food.
She's got some fans right behind us.
You'll notice throughout the parade and also over at the Pepperfest parade or celebration grounds, lots of good food to eat here in Hudson and during the celebration. So
Here's Sarah Hager.
stop in at the sponsors, have something to eat, and buy their products. Sarah has a photo cutout of someone. She's sponsored by Tangled Salon and Spa.
Cassandra McKenzie cruising by now. The green Ford Mustang.
Sponsored by Peaceful Living, home support services for all ages and abilities.
Now Mady Miller, candidate number 14. She's rolling by in the Camaro.
She's sponsored by Luther Chev here in town.
That's why she gets the new Chevy Camaro.
If she wins, they might give it to her.
It's Brianna Cravens, second to last candidate to cruise by today.
She's in a shiny Cadillac convertible sponsored by Frankie's Boutique.
And last but not least, Brittany Germain. I believe that's a classic Toyota.
He's in a very classic TR5. That's
Whiffed on that one.
what is it? The TR Triumph. Back from the 60s, I believe. And I was mistaken on the last car. It's not a Cadillac, it's a Chrysler Sebring. So those of you that are laughing at me, you got me corrected.
Brittany sponsored is Berard Portrait Design. And now the Dixieland Pickup Band.
That tuba's got a few dents in it. It's been dropped once or twice. Still makes good music.
Three-person group lighting up the parade route this morning.
They get people dancing and moving.
Sometimes during Pepperfest, it takes a few hours to get people rolling in the morning.
Once you get to this parade, though, you're awake.
Here's Bridge for Youth with Disabilities coming through, and Bridge is a nonprofit organization providing programming for youth and adults with disabilities. Bridge offers day programs, summer programs, and employment services, as well as social and recreational activities. They collaborate with school, county, and community serving agencies. Thanks to the support of North Hudson and the surrounding communities, Bridge is growing by leaps and bounds.
They have a new facility just east of town out by the TA truck stop. They're always looking for volunteers, so if you're interested, contact the Bridge.
CCH now coming through, and Christian Community Homes and Services been providing quality care for seniors since 1981. They are a continuum of care campus consisting of independent apartments, assisted living, memory care, and a 24-hour skilled nursing facility. The newest addition to the campus is the ability to take care of everyone's short-term or transitional care needs. The Red Oak Rehabilitation Center allows you to have 24-hour cares and do your therapy all under one roof. You can call them to schedule a tour at 715-386-9303.
Before 1981, the community didn't really have a home for our elderly. It was great to see them develop and keep our families and our elderly in the community rather than moving them out to someplace else.
And here's
Glad they're here.
Crowning Achievements. Crowning Achievements is a local 501c3 nonprofit serving men and women over 16 with special needs. They host fun events each month and a pageant that takes place in November.
Got a little bubble machine going there, and the kids are having fun chasing them. Ladies,
You never go wrong with bubbles. Now here's a gorilla playing an accordion. You don't see that every day. Here's the fine folks from First State Bank and Trust. They're throwing out peppers.
everybody's wanting the red pepper. Next we have a tow truck from Mike Standard on the hill in Hudson.
They proved no truck too big for their trucks.
Mike's been in business in Hudson probably close to 40 years also or more. Stop up and see him on the hill in Hudson.
And now the Hudson Royalty making their way down. It's the 2014 Miss Hudson Royalty. They're excited to be in North Hudson celebrating Pepperfest. Rolling on their vintage Hudson Belle 2 float. It's Alex Bordeaux, Miss Hudson. Princesses are Danny Byrell, Sarah Lockbaum, and Maria Cote. They're sponsored by the City of Hudson and April Simmons. She's a realtor with Keller Williams.
The Hudson annual celebration, of course, is over the 4th of July in the Lakefront Park. And this year they had a fantastic turnout with good weather.
Here's the South St. Paul group here to promote Kaposia Days. Miss South St. Paul is Michaela Rowan. Princess is Taya Henderson and Emily York. Now the Hudson Lions Club with their lion. The Hudson's Lions Club was chartered in 1987. It's been serving in the Hudson community along with state and world projects for the past 26 years. Hudson Lions were the first club in Wisconsin to start a branch club, the Hudson Sunrise Branch. And together, the two organizations have sponsored several events throughout the community. Currently, they're promoting their community garage sale on September 5th and 6th and Rib Fest on September 13th at the Willow River Saloon. See their website for more information. It's thehudsonalliance.org.
Our next float is from Woodville, Wisconsin Lions Club. They have the Setnamai Days.
Kayla Reimer, Abby Anderson, Alyssa Olsom, and Megan Jacobson on board that float. Right behind them, the crew from Star Prairie, Wisconsin, just north of here. Miss Star Prairie, Haley Turini, First Princess Bailey Ebert, Princess Kayla Zahn, Junior Miss Rachel Gust, and Little Miss Madeline Carlson.
Their annual celebration is the Ox Cart Days. It's always the third full weekend in August, which by chance is next weekend. Stop up in Star Prairie.
You didn't have plans for next weekend, now you do.
Yep, got a place to go.
Anderson Heating now. They've got some clowns behind them. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning would like to thank the St. Croix Valley communities for your support and patronage over the past 38 years. And they're bringing their members Klaus, clowns, and characters. Monkey on a trike.
There's an interesting bicycle. It's not connected.
There's the group from Woodbury Days. Woodbury Days also next weekend, August 22nd through the 24th in Ojibwe Park. Miss Woodbury, Renee Bowe, Green Oyen also on the float with Karen Malone, Isabella Fournier, and Sammy Ogle. Woodbury Days next weekend. You can go to woodburydays.com to find out more. And the Hudson Rotary with their car raffle, they'll be making their way throughout Pepperfest this weekend with those tickets to win the car. Rotary Club's been enhancing opportunities for youth and creating a better community for all. The group is involved in local projects such as scholarships, the Strive program, and the Rotary Youth Exchange, along with the YMCA Skate Park, Work at Prospect Park, and more. Hudson Daybreak Rotary has given back almost $700,000 to the community in scholarships and grants to local nonprofits. This year, Daybreak is partnering with the Boosters to add dugouts to the North Hudson ball fields and the Hudson Police Department to add to the security of Lakefront Park. So when you see a Rotarian, buy some tickets, support the fundraising that has made everything that they've done make a major impact on the greater Hudson community.
They're a wonderful organization of local businesses and volunteers. They've been in Hudson for a long, long time, as you can see by the donations they've made.
The 2013 Pepperfest royalty. One more chance to say hello to the folks here at North Hudson.
Just a little plug here for the Marnie Marie Photography Company in downtown Hudson. She does all of the photography for the royalty and presents them with their pictures for the year. So thanks very much to Marnie Marie Photography.
I was able to take a balloon ride during the big balloon fest
Hot air affair.
couple Februaries ago with Marnie, and we were up in the air and came down into a field and took a little ride across the snow-covered field. But Marnie's a great person and a lot of fun, and she really helps out throughout this community.
Any landing you can walk away from is a good one. Next we have Hudson Dance Academy.
The Hudson Dance Academy has been teaching dance in Hudson for the past 13 years. They're Hudson's elite dance studio, providing a positive environment for all dancers. They offer classes in ballet, tap, jazz, point, lyrical, and hip-hop. Fall registration is now open online. You can go to their website. It's hudsondanceacademy.com.
Again, we've got all age groups starting out. I would bet that some of those kids are 5 and 6 years old. We'll start them out young, and by the time they get to the Raid Airs, we've got state competition.
Great group from Hudson Dance Academy. Coming by now, State Senator Sheila Harsdorf, and we've got an election coming up real soon here now in a few months in November.
Sheila's been our state senator for many, many years. She's been involved in local and state governments and politics, and my personal opinion is she's done an excellent job. Thanks, Sheila. She's very personal, very knowledgeable, and works hard at it. Also, she's a local area farmer. She and her family have a big farm down towards Ellsworth.
Going through now, First American Bank, founded on integrity, built on trust. You can visit them at fa-bank.net. Now the crew from Glenwood City, east of here about 30-40 minutes. Nice little town. Miss Glenwood City Isabella Nadeau, Princess Caitlin Condor, and Natasha Rosbeck would like you all to visit them during Glenwood City's Rustic Lore Days celebration. The theme this year, Glenwood Stock. Their celebration will be held September 5th through the 7th, 2014, with their parade being September 7th at 1 o'clock p.m. And here is the royalty for Glenwood City. Perfecting that parade wave.
I was just going to comment on that. I said, I think they have schools for that.
You got to ice the cake. It's
Yep.
icing the cake. That's how you do it. Youngster there enjoying the parade. Ice cold drink sitting on mom's lap.
Speaking of drinking and eating, today at 1 o'clock, we have the Royal Spaghetti Eating Contest over at the Pavilion. That starts at 1 o'clock. There are 21 royalty teams going to compete in eating spaghetti. So if you want to see the eating contest for the Queen candidates and all of the other visiting royalties, stop on over. The championship spaghetti eating contest is tonight or this afternoon at 4 o'clock. There are 5 teams competing, and they all have to eat 1 pound of spaghetti. No charge for them, they just have to finish. And then the championship hot pepper eating contest will be at 6 o'clock today on Saturday. Also located on the stage, 5 teams, each having to eat 1 pound of hot peppers. I can't eat 1 pepper.
So what you're saying, John, is if you need a free meal,
Get on a
4 o'clock-
team.
4 o'clock today by the Village Hall.
So a lot of fun and activities over at the Village Hall.
Here's the group from UMA Karate. Ultimate Martial Arts and Fitness. It's UMAMN.com. And talking about starting them young, John.
Yep,
A lot of youngsters in this group.
it's a good activity. It teaches them a lot of exercises and self-defense. Keeps them active, keeps them young. We got one young boy doing flips in front of us. A lot of activities in the Hudson community for youth today, and a lot of it sponsored by the Pepper Fest.
Keeping them busy. John, did you ever get in that spaghetti eating contest?
No, I didn't want to embarrass myself. I can do that enough without joining up with those clubs.
The royalty contest, just a half a pound, and then the championship, it's a pound of spaghetti. That's a lot of spaghetti.
And if you've ever watched the royalty contest, they do it in their gowns, but they have a big plastic bib they put on.
Wow. Here's Valley Orthodontics. You can visit them at valley-orthodontics.com on the web. They're tagging along with the Tooth Fairy today. Tooth Fairy passing out some candy and helps her collect some teeth.
That must be the Tooth Fairy, you suppose?
I think so. Healthy Smiles for a Lifetime, Dr. Becky Mayer. For any of you thinking about getting into that spaghetti eating contest, my advice to you, get the sauce or get the water. You can't eat the dry noodles. You'll lose every time. It's a big mistake not getting some liquid on those noodles. I've seen a lot of those spaghetti eating contests, and there's a trick to it. Watch what the guys who have won in the past do and do that.
And just so that you know, there's lots of food for sale over there. They have spaghettis, wraps, and hot dagos. So watch the contest, then go choose what you want to eat.
Here's the Richfield Ambassadors. Richfield just wrapped up its 35th annual 4th of July celebration. Many of you may not know that Richfield's 4th of July celebration is 5 days packed full of patriotic fun, complete with a street dance, family night, and outdoor movie.
Everybody clap your hands.
Group from St. Louis Park here now.
Clap, clap, clap.
Ambassador Nick, Senior Ambassador Judy, and Senior Ambassador Denny.
Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time.
Lots of junior ambassadors as well. A lot of great food over there by Village Hall, and that beer tent really serves as kind of like a high school reunion every year here in this community. A lot of people look forward to Pepperfest. It may be sometimes the only time they see some of their friends from the days of yore. So
My wife and I were there last night for supper. I saw people I have not seen for 20 or 30 years. Saw a young man who graduated with my son 25 years ago. So it attracts a lot of people, and it's always a good time.
I believe this is your Pepperfest board.
I can shake it like that.
People work hard all year long to put the event on. Not Royal Family. Royal Family gets to ride this time. They had to walk the first time.
Had to walk the first time through. And then here comes a parade favorite, St. Paul Vulcans.
Hail the Vulcans. This is another one of those groups that wherever they go, whatever parade they go in, they get a lot of attention and bring a lot of smiles to a lot of people. So the Vulcan crew make their way through, and now the St. Paul Winter Carnival Royal Family, Winter Carnival royalty, senior royalty, King Greg Klopp, Queen Jerry Schultz, Prime Minister Mary Lou Boningberg, Lady-in-Waiting Katie Fulber, and Princess Cindy Dracker.
Let's hear it for the outgoing 2014 Pepperfest Royal Family.
King winner Greg Pluff and Queen of the Northlands Jerry Schultz.
St. Paul Winter Carnival is a big supporter of the Pepperfest and of the Hudson celebration each year. They send great crowds over here, and in response, the Pepperfest and the Hudson community attend the Winter Carnival in the Twin Cities. So it's a mutual beneficial arrangement.
It's fun to see them all when they actually do the crowning of the new royalty here at North Hudson. That whole crowd there is just full of royalty from throughout the area. They call it the Sparkle Committee or something.
They're a big family because they all know it takes a lot of work and effort, and they encourage on the new royalty, and they're there for their support. Once in a while.
Another group here from the St. Paul Winter Carnival. It's Rachel Wanger, Princess of Snow.
Thank you very
Sarah
much.
Albert, Princess of Ice, and Megan Harwell, Queen of the Snowflakes.
There's your Cadillac Eldorado.
Classic Cadillac. Can't beat them. John, you got a fan over here by you. You showed up for the parade today. You had makeup all over you. You said from hugging girls on your way over here.
Yep, you know, it's one of the side benefits. But I guess I shouldn't wear a white shirt. My wife had to clean me up. Oh, some more of the Winter Carnival, the Royal Guard.
I need a truck like that.
I don't think it gets very good mileage.
Here's another popular group here at this parade. It's the St. Paul bouncing team. She's looking for a parade judge. Here we go.
Watch how high she goes. They've never dropped her yet. Woo! Whoa! She's a brave girl. She trusts them.
St. Paul bouncing team. I don't think every city has a bouncing team, do you?
Not too many.
They're
It takes
not-
a lot of brave souls.
National Bouncing League somewhere?
It's not an Olympic event yet. There she goes again. The cameras are pointed the other way, but another gal's going to be tossed. Oh, I think this is a guy. A heavier one. Going to break the ropes.
See what we can do here.
I don't think he's done this before.
Send him. Thinking about it?
He's braver than me. Next in line is my godson, Joe Baumister Electric. Joe Baumister is a graduate of Hudson High School and a master electrician. Give him a call, he's in the book. He's got his family, his wife, and Joe's driving the truck.
Hey, even threw the camera guy some candy.
Joe's been in business as a master electrician around the Hudson area for close to 10 years.
It's like he does just about everything, residential, commercial, low voltage, and
He
central
has the
vac.
highest license as an electrician that you can get. So very knowledgeable, very good work. I've even had him replace batteries in my flashlight.
No job too big or small.
That's what Joe says.
Coming up now, the group from Shell Lake. Come visit beautiful Shell Lake. We got Miss Shell Lake, Dakota Robinson, First Princess Stacy Zempel, Junior Miss Shell Lake, Zayla Sturtzy, First Junior Princess Alyssa Zempel, Little Miss Shell Lake, Jordan Lawrence, and Little Princess Cyrus Lehman. Looks like a couple of them stayed home because I named a lot of names. I only see 3 girls.
It looks like part of the boat's missing, but beautiful Shell Lake. It's a great place to go for fishing. Some great dining up there, not too far away in northern Wisconsin.
Sun Control of Minnesota now cruising by here. Nice little wrapped automobile. suncontrolmn.com. Then Carboni's Pizza. I
Ever had one?
Had 2 of them last night.
They make a great pizza. Downtown Hudson.
1 pepperoni, 1 sausage.
Any leftovers?
Oh, yeah. Saved it for lunch today. Carboni's not just in Hudson, but I'm a River Falls guy, and they got one right down the street from me in River Falls. Of course, all over the Twin Cities metro area as well.
Today's parade has about 140 units in it. We're currently at about 60.
Yeah.
So we got a ways to go here yet. The weather's still holding. It's a good day. Those of you that are watching on cable are enjoying it, and those that are here are really enjoying it.
Nice breeze blowing through right now.
It's just a beautiful day out here.
Sun hiding behind some clouds. Here's the St. Francis Lions group. Pioneer Days in the park from St. Francis.
Next up in the parade is more of the Winter Carnival, the former East Winds.
Got the interesting headgear.
Got a bunch of models like the Corolla and Prius that get great MPG.
So can you help me? 12th and Main.
Yes, okay. Continue straight for 1.3 miles. Then turn right. Your destination will be on your left.
They do bring a carnival atmosphere with them.
They do.
Wherever they go. Coming up next, the St. Croix County Republican Party. Of course, Scott Walker up for re-election this year. Very own Dean Knutson from here in Hudson, serving in the House. St. Croix County Republican Party is a grassroots political group dedicated to the principles of limited government, personal responsibility, and wise use of tax dollars. If you'd like to join the efforts of St. Croix County Republican Party, go to stcroixrepublican.org. Sean Duffy, of course, also running for re-election
Excuse me?
this year.
65. You bet.
Duffy representing our area in Washington. And here actually comes Sean and his family. The Royal Sisterhood. They've got a Facebook page, facebook.com/The Royal Sisterhood. They're a group of Minnesota and neighboring states girls that are dedicated to prove a woman's worth that size doesn't define beauty. The Royal Sisterhood is out to break the norm of what beauty is by having fluffy girls become the idols of Disney films as the Disney official princesses. Royal Sisterhood is a nonprofit organization, does charitable work across the state of Minnesota as they promote individualism, confidence, and beauty to those who idolize them. They also visit children in hospitals, nursing homes, and other charitable events. Here's
Float going by, excuse me there.
No, it's all you, buddy.
Is the Hammond, Wisconsin float. They have Heartland Days. It's a community about 19, 20 miles from here. Sponsored by the Hammond Lions Club. Their celebration was last weekend.
Be back at it next
I'm
year,
sorry, it's
2015,
next year.
August 6th to the 9th. But I'll bet their celebration was last weekend,
That'd
too.
be pretty close to last weekend.
Now
I
they're-
missed the 15 on there.
Here's fantastic Sam's. If you need a haircut, cuts, colors, extensions, and more, you can like them on Facebook. Fantastic Sam's of the St. Croix Valley. Hudson, River Falls, and New Richmond. These days, I don't have much need for a haircut, John.
Unfortunately, my need for it's diminishing. I'm trying the chia seeds on. Hopefully that'll work. Said they can grow those chia seeds anywhere.
If it does, you let me know.
Yep. The community of Delano. Their float, the princesses.
Lauren Kiewicz, Royal Ambassador. Again, they have a July 4th celebration as well. You can see them in 2015.
A lot of efforts in these floats and a lot of money. All of it volunteer.
CR Custom Remodelers. Quoting free estimates for siding, windows, roofing, and gutters.
In one of my favorite communities, Cumberland with the Rutabaga Festival.
Very
Couldn't get me to eat rutabagas when I was a kid, and I love them today. Also known as the Island City.
Miss Cumberland, Emily Del Foss, Princess Molly Delzer, Princess Amaressa Vesely, and junior princesses Gabrielle and Taylor. And Island City, it's a beautiful city with lots of water throughout.
And their festival is coming up. It's the weekend before Labor Day. Take a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon trip to Cumberland.
That'll be next weekend as well. We got an early Labor Day this year.
Yep, that's true.
September 1st falling on a Monday.
It was a short summer with all the rain we had in June.
It's amazing that it's almost over and kids about ready to go back to school here in a few weeks. We've got another dentist coming up here. It's Dr. David J. Griffith. Life's a journey. Get there healthy. Oh, actually, this is a chiropractor. It looked like a tooth, but I guess it's a
It did
spine.
look like a tooth. But
Part-
that's a spine.
Part of the spine. Harold Chiropractic and Massage, Dr. David J. Griffith. More
Dr. Harrell was at the Pepperfest last night. She was standing beside the bucking bronco bull, ready to help anybody that got hurt. She's been in business in Hudson for over 25 years. Great supporter of the Pepperfest.
How'd the bull go?
I wasn't about to get on it.
Did she have to help anybody?
Not while I was there. But
Good. I did that once when I was probably about 23 years old, and I made it maybe 8 seconds. Here's the group from Osceola, just up the river from us here in North Hudson. The Osceola Royalty 2013-14 Miss Osceola, Mackenzie Pieper. First Princess Sophia Davies, Second Princess Amber Pliscott, and Miss Congeniality Madison Young, Little Miss Osceola Abigail Williams, and Little First Princess Michaela Demuling. Also Little Second Princess Chloe Points. The Osceola Community Fair is the weekend after Labor Day. It'll be September 5th, 6th, and 7th. So after that Labor Day is over, it seems like a lot of people having their celebrations around then. This is a little later, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So if you can make it up there, not far from us.
what you see coming up the street is not the military, but it is American Sky Brewery located in Hudson, showing their support for those who have served in our nation's armed services, men and women.
And a growler of American Sky goes very well with that Carboni's pizza.
Now, is that General Patton in that vehicle?
I can squint my eyes a little bit and maybe. They're not passing out free beer today.
One of their celebrations at American Sky is beer and bacon. And I know that brings people out for a Sunday afternoon.
Here's the group from Clear Lake Heritage Days. I think I have those same seats on my pontoon boat. Miss Clear Lake, Katie Keller, First Princess Marissa Altendorfer, Second Princess Megan Hammonds, Third Princess Haley Bruce, and the junior royalty is Ashlyn Hallquist and Alexis Buer. Heritage Days held in late June.
Here comes my hometown float, Prescott, Wisconsin. just down the highway a little bit, down the river, they have Prescott Days, September 5th through 7th.
Got a 2 p.m. parade on September 7th. Cindy Gray, the Royal Ambassador, along with Kaylee Anderson, Abigail Heath, Autumn Schlecht, and Jalen Anderson.
Last year down at the Prescott Days, they set the world record for the world's largest bratwurst, 153 feet long.
Wow.
I was there, I have some pictures, even had a bite of it.
Here's the group
Sponsored by Patak IGA.
Group from Duran, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary of their celebration. It's Josephine Steller, Kaya Katuria, and Brianna Winnikins. They have their Fun Fest in June. We'll be looking forward to seeing you in 2015. One of the cooler floats from Duran, they've got the cover on the car as well. These guys from Action City, my son was just over there on Wednesday. They've got the Action City and the Metropolis Water Resort. It's located in Eau Claire. They've got the Chaos Indoor Water Park, Action City Family Fun Center. And while you're there, you can celebrate and hang out on their newly renovated water park with 3 large slides, a lazy river, and activity pool. Action City's got go-karts, batting cages, laser tag, and mini golf. Here's Citizens State Bank. Lots of candy and beads for the kids. You can find them online at csbnet.net.
There's a twist. They've got kids throwing candy at the kids.
You've got to work on that arm. Now the group from Lakeville, Minnesota. Panorama of Progress royalty float decked out in red, white, and blue, representing patriotism in Lakeville's annual festival held in conjunction with the 4th of July. Join them next year, July 4th through the 13th. And representing Lakeville is Erica Elias, Nicole Roach, Sarah Barnes, Delaney Book, and Philip Willingham. Now former Hudson Mayor Dean Knutson coming up through the crowd, and Dean, he must shake 1,000, 2,000 hands during these parades.
Yes. He's very active, running around back and forth. So.
Dean will also be on your ballot here in November.
When you attend the celebration over at Village Hall, don't forget to join in the bingo game. Bingo is sponsored by the Pepperfest Committee, and you can play 1 card for 50 cents or 3 for $1. Stop over and play bingo. Might get rich.
And now another favorite, Cherry Berry. One of a few new ice cream shops popping up. It's actually self-serve yogurt ice cream. They're on Carmichael Road. A lot of new tastes and flavors showing up in Hudson over the last few years.
It's a growing community, and it's going to continue to grow. We're getting bigger every day. The new wayside or rest area development is taking hold and adding more every day.
21 yogurt flavors and 58 toppings available there at Cherry Berry. Now the Kinney Croy Girl Scouts coming through, and again, more kids throwing candy at kids. Girl Scouts, a great youth program for young women throughout the area. Here's
Isanti, Minnesota, their float and their princesses.
Rodeo Jubilee Days. Kylie Fredlin. One of their ambassadors. Now you mentioned Marnie Marie earlier today, John, and here comes Marnie's group.
I knew she'd be in the parade someplace.
You're looking for some photos, senior photos. A lot of new seniors be heading to school here in a few weeks. Marnie is the place to go.
Weddings, family events, she does a great job.
She also does a lot of work with that hot air affair.
Yep. That's generally in February in the dead of winter.
There she is.
There's Marnie. There's Marnie. Uh-oh. I've been framed. Thank you. Known Marnie for many years, and she's a great gal, works very hard.
Here's a group from Central Bank. Central Bank also on the east side of town on Carmichael Road.
They're throwing out Frisbees.
And now the group from Cambridge, and they've got a winter festival as well, singing a little Jingle Bell Rock on their parade float. Cambridge, Minnesota.
The snowman's not melting today, but it is warm out and great weather. Everybody's enjoying the parade.
Here's the
Next
float.
is Turtle Lake, Wisconsin float.
They have a summertime festival. Second weekend in July, Queen Amanda and Princess Cassie Stanley aboard that float. And now we've got some more martial artists here, John.
This is from Ignite, another local martial arts club or school in Hudson.
They'll be celebrating 10 years in Hudson next year. They provide quality professional martial arts training for students ages 3 and above. Join the fun. They can start anytime, and classes are available up to 6 days a week. Here's the junior Ignite martial artists. And again, 3 years old and up. It's a good time to start them young. They put on a little show for us here.
Jumbi! Fighting stance, get ready! Goya!
giving us a little demonstration of their abilities. It's a great exercise. It's not only for self-defense, but it keeps the body in shape. And as Chris said, they start them out young.
The little guys there. Now the American Red Cross cruises by here. The St. Croix Valley chapter serves eastern Washington County and Minnesota, Polk and St. Croix counties in Wisconsin. Since 1917, the St. Croix Valley chapter has helped people prevent, prepare, and to respond to disasters.
Right now, there's a very urgent need in this area for platelets and blood. So if they come to your town, please give generously.
I don't know about you, John, but I love the taters, and this group coming up here now, Brooklyn Park Tater Days. They've got the potatoes, some cheese, some sour cream.
Who said the best taters come out of Idaho?
Tater Days in the middle of June. Catch them next summer, Brooklyn Park. Now Safeway bus coming through with the yellow shirts and the yellow bus.
If you're looking for a job, school starts in about 2 weeks, so they're looking for drivers. A good part-time job, chauffeuring the kids to and from school. A good company, local company.
Bring your kids to work with you.
Be a bus driver. Who wants to drive a big head bus?
Another crowd favorite coming up right now. It's the Baldwin June Bug Days royalty. They've got the float that's hard to miss, the bright green June bug. Baldwin June Bug Days, Miss Baldwin, Hannah Addiman, first princess Emily Julich, second princess and Miss Congeniality, Hannah Evenson, and third princess Lexi Pittman. Now these guys are going to make everybody along the parade hungry. Cooking up some hog. It's Croix Valley Foods. Croix Valley Foods, owned and operated by Damon and Lou Holter. They're based in River Falls, and they manufacture gourmet sauces, dry rubs, and Bloody Mary seasonings. You can find their products locally at RJ's Meat, County Market, Family Fresh, Urban Olive and Vine, and Specialty Meats and Gourmet. You can visit them online at CroixValleyFoods.com.
Looks like something's cooking in there as they go down the road.
Yeah, I'm going to look for that van when this is over.
Yep. Follow the smell. I'm learning new businesses I haven't even heard of.
That's what it's all about.
Yep.
The Anoka Royal Ambassadors. I'm guessing they have some sort of October festival.
Looks to me like it's pumpkin days or something. Got pumpkins already on the float.
Ambassadors Hannah Anderson, Emily Kies, and Taylor Fournier light up the night Saturday, October 18th. And their Grand Day Parade, Saturday, October 25th in Anoka. Wisconsin Credit Union coming through now. Another great place to serve your banking needs. They brought along a pepper today too. Now another city from the Northwoods. The Amory royalty coming through now. And their float pulled by a truck from Amory Chevrolet. Miss Amory Allison Schultz. Princesses Sky Schwartz, Amy Johnson, and Cameron Schaefer. Miss Congeniality Bethany Dix. Find out more about Amory at amorywisconsin.org.
Our next one is Albertville, Minnesota. The big outlet shopping mall.
Miss Albertville, Christine Lenneman, Princesses Bree Johnson and Natalie Duncan. Albertville Friendly City Days will be next June, the 10th through the 14th.
And here we have the Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Hudson, Joyful Noise Preschool.
Visit them online at emmanuelhudson.org. Now the Giggle Factory coming through.
Have you ever been to the Giggle Factory?
I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, so yes.
You've been there.
I've been to the Giggle Factory.
I have not, but I hear it's a lot of fun.
Great place for the kids to play, especially when you've got some rain or some snow in the forecast. Can't take them to the park. Head over to the Giggle Factory. Lots of fun stuff for the kids to do, and they've got some great snacks there too. Kids all like the snacks. Clean indoor children's playground and party center. You have birthday parties, office parties, family reunions. You got a full coffee shop as well.
Sounds like a place I can take my granddaughter. Haven't been there.
You'll be there soon. Robbinsdale Whiz Bang Days.
The Whiz Bang Days.
'67th annual Whiz Bang Days coming up next July, the 9th through the 12th. The group from Maple Grove, the Maple Grove Ambassadors. Ellen Grabinski, Jillian Clayson, and Catherine Fox from Maple Grove. One of my favorite parts about summer is raspberries, and here's the group from the Hopkins Raspberry Festival. They just celebrated their 80th festival back in July, and they're inviting you to come see them next year. They host one of the state of Minnesota's largest parades, 9 full days of fun over in Hopkins. Sally Meyer, the Raspberry Queen. Princesses Kaya Adams and McKenna Moe.
Next we have Williams Brothers Cleaning, a local carpet and upholstery cleaner from Hudson. Give them a call at 715-381-8227. And I see the dad is coming out to talk to his son there, so David Williamson giving advice to his son who's driving the truck. Longtime family in Hudson, the Williamsons.
Uncle Mike's Emporium here today. They've got the St. Croix Valley Kickball League, and I'll tell you, I had never been to Uncle Mike's Emporium until about a month ago, and they have just fantastic food out there.
Lots of places to eat and enjoy in Hudson. Uncle Mike's also, I believe, has a big tent or whatever for large parties, weddings, celebrations.
Sand volleyball courts and lots of food made fresh from scratch
From
out
Uncle
there.
Mike's? Certainly.
And they're even passing out free hot dogs to us. They know how to
Thank you.
get the guys calling the parade talking about them.
We
Here's
just
some
got
free food.
Just got served up hot dogs and can koozies by Uncle Mike's.
Volleyball and kickball leagues. They also have Packer games and other sporting events on their 12-foot Jumbotron.
They've got their pig roaster. I don't see smoke coming. Yes, I do. They're probably smoking a pig in there right now. I suppose we have to wait to eat those hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't think they'll. I think it's against FCC rules to eat a hot dog on the air. Rolling Hills 4-H Club coming through right now. Join the fun, Rolling Hills 4-H. I believe they serve the entire St. Croix County. Brought a rabbit along with them and a couple of dogs.
Did she pull that rabbit out of a hat?
I think we missed that part. That was earlier. Another great group for youngsters in the area. And now the River Falls ambassadors from my adopted town, the city on the Kinney. Royal ambassadors Abby King, Emily Jilick, Maddie Perry, and Nicole Allen.
Here comes another great place to eat in Hudson. Jimmy John's, Freaky Fast. They've got their Freaky Fast Humvee. Looks like they're probably serving sandwiches out there today.
And they are freaky fast. We ordered some lunch from them about a week ago, and it was amazing how quickly the sandwiches arrived.
I'm a fan, been there many times. It's good food.
Got to get that Hunter's Club roast beef, delicious.
Sharp looking truck.
Right over there by Walgreens. Now Hudson Physicians coming through.
Hudson Physicians for my local Hudson Hospital.
Putting an incredible new addition on that building.
Beautiful place. Unfortunately, I'm visiting it all too often, but they take good care of you when you get up there. And it looks like they're bringing many years of patients here. We've got the stroller brigade and the moms and the dads.
And lots of kids. I think they're passing out some chapsticks.
Chaps, it's a good thing.
Doesn't cause cavities.
Nope.
The Stroller Brigade. 60th year of the Pepperfest this year, John.
60 years, long time.
A lot of cool activities. We talked about the food, but lots of stuff going on for the kids too. There's a Midway down there, and if you really want to laugh, those eating contests, I mean, that's about the best comedy you can get.
Should get your own team together and get a free meal.
Free dinner. Hudson Area Swim Association. Looking to get your kids involved in swimming, you can visit them online. It's hudsonswimteam.org. They've got a hashtag for Twitter, Funnest Sport. Here's the St. Croix County Fairest of the Fair. Rachel Cromry, Junior Fairest of the Fair, Sophie Anderson and Abigail Lingenfelter. The St. Croix County Fair is held the third weekend in July at the fairgrounds in Glenwood City.
A lot of new buildings out there in the last couple of years. They got some money together and put up some new barns. Stop out at the St. Croix County Fair next year. Here comes the First Presbyterian Church of Hudson.
Mission of the First Presbyterian Church of Hudson is to explore faith, share God's love, and grow disciples of Jesus Christ among friends and strangers. They're thrilled when people choose to join them for the first time on a Sunday. Saw the guys from American Sky Brewing a little earlier in the parade. Now we've got Pitchfork Brewing from Hudson, Wisconsin, making their way through. Pitchfork Brewing celebrating their first year of operation this month here in August, and they've got small batch brews, 7 beers on tap. These microbreweries were a big hit in the late 90s, then it seemed like it died off, and now as people are more and more trying to do business with local companies, you're seeing these guys pop up again.
And they're all over the country, and a lot of different flavors and a lot of different brews. I don't drink anymore. Don't drink any less. But tasty brews. Here comes the Knights of Columbus, St. Croix Council, 1762. 100 years in service to the community.
Helping people with disabilities. Cruising aboard the Santa Maria. And those are not statues. Don't adjust your television.
Those are the Knights of Columbus.
Your arm's got to get sore after a day of that. Now the Grantsburg royalty. Canada Geese on their float. Being pulled by a beautiful Ford truck from Fiedler Ford in Grantsburg. Miss Grantsburg, Laura Glover. First Princess and Miss Congeniality, Zoe Moons. Little Miss Grantsburg, Sage Qualley. Here's the guy from Delivery Fix. It's a restaurant and errand delivery service, delivering food from every restaurant in Hudson, River Falls, Woodbury, and Eau Claire, as well as errand services such as dry cleaning, pickup, drop-off, prescription delivery, and auto part deliveries. They also provide airport shuttle services to and from Minneapolis International Airport. If you need something delivered, they're the guys, and if you've got just a busy lifestyle, you need somebody to pick up your dry cleaning, that type of thing, check them out, deliveryfix.com.
A unique new business. They serve just everything for everybody. And here comes the Hudson cheerleaders.
Hudson cheerleaders getting ready for another big season. Once again, Hudson Raider football coming up on the River Channel starting next Friday. It's a home game against Minnetonka. Minnetonka was really the only team to beat the Raiders during the regular season last year. Went over there. Now this year, they'll be here at Hudson on Newton Field.
We're getting a little performance from them right here.
Coming through now, Homes by Webb, Property Executives Realty. Homes by Webb is a Hudson-based real estate team and a member of Property Executives Realty. Homes by Webb has been serving the St. Croix Valley area for over 5 years, and Brian Webb has been a member of the local community his entire life. They're proud to provide discounts to local heroes. They assist the community buying, selling homes with professionalism and quality service. Group from St. Patrick Parish now coming through with a beautiful band on their trailer. They're located at 1500 Vine Street in Hudson. Visitors and guests, welcome to join their services and events. St. Croix Patrick's annual Fall Festival will be held September 19th through September 21st on the church grounds. Family activities including live music, food, comedians, games, raffles, and a silent auction. Come and join the fun September 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Next, we have the Hudson Hospitals and Clinics. It's our local community hospital, taking good care and expanding as the community grows.
Got an emergency center, birth center, lab, imaging center, cancer care, heart care, orthopedics, and a nationally acclaimed healing arts program. It's the Hudson Hospital and Clinic.
And another float now coming by from North Branch, Minnesota. Their celebration is the fall harvest.
In September, they also have a midsummer celebration.
They do it twice.
Do it twice.
Another great candy store in Hudson, Kanoki's. Kanoki's Chocolates on Locust Street.
Throwing lots of saltwater taffy. Can't beat the taffy.
Nope, it's great.
Here's Tom's Mechanical Music Rentals. You can contact Tom at 952-881-0971. Freedom Value Center, convenience stores throughout the area and here in North Hudson.
We're kind of at the end of the parade route, but I'll tell you what, these people are not running out of candy today. I guess that's why they're in pickup trucks to haul the load.
These kids are cleaning up. They're going to need some toothbrushes.
Nobody's going without. Here comes another favorite of mine, Elmwood, Wisconsin, with the UFO Days. They celebrate the landing of UFOs down in Elmwood, and many people subscribe that it has happened.
Miss Elmwood, Liz Fredrickson, Junior Miss Elmwood, Emily Blaskacek. And now the group from just east of here, Roberts, the Roberts Lions royalty. Good Neighbor Days in Roberts. It's the weekend after Memorial Day. Grand Royal Ambassador Ginny Vondriska. Also got
One of their great functions out there is the tractor pull. And if you're into powerful tractors doing the tractor pull, that's a place to go during Good Neighbor Days. Some more Vulcans.
Another eatery and place to pour out a cold one, the Village Inn here in North Hudson. Great place to take in the Packer game.
Spring Valley float coming up now. Spring Valley has one of the largest earthen dams in the continental United States. Many, many years ago, the city flooded out and they built a large earthen dam, and it's still in place today.
It's something to see, too.
It is. It's a great recreational site. Sunday afternoon drive to Spring Valley is also a pleasant drive going down the road in Highway 10.
Miss Spring Valley Jennifer Hayes and Senior Princess Callie Rustad. Group from Trinity Academy. The right school makes all the difference. Trinity Lutheran Church here in Hudson. Now the East Bethel royalty. It's the northern gateway to the Twin Cities, East Bethel. Royalty includes Heather Rickbile, Allison Hulst, and Madison Hall. East Bethel Booster Day. It's the third weekend in July. Another group of clowns. This one, the 3M Clown Club. Here's the group. Scott Hawkins from Keller Williams Realty. You can find him at blackdoghomes.com. It's HOMZ, blackdoghomes.com. Scott Hawkins from Keller Williams. and Black Dog Realty.
They're passing out popsicles. It's a big hit with the kids. And then here comes one of the more interesting ones in the parade, the Unicycle Club.
Oop.
I don't know how they stay up on one wheel. I can't do it.
I saw one of their guys from the group coming down the sidewalk when I was walking here, and he was texting while unicycling. And I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Multitasking. Just look at how high up those two girls are.
No one texting right now. Once again, folks, don't try that at home. Don't text and unicycle. The Twin Cities Unicycle Club is the largest unicycle club in the country and the oldest unicycle club in Minnesota. They have many of the best individual and pairs riders in the world, with members holding over 30 national titles and over 15 world championship titles. Last year, they competed in the 2013 national competition and convention in Pennsylvania, winning 20 national titles, including unicycle hockey. They're preparing to host the 2014 national competition in the Twin Cities and travel to the international competition in Montreal. You can find out more about the Twin Cities Unicycle Club at tcuc.org.
Takes a lot of talent to ride those things. And they're probably not going to the microbreweries before.
No. Here's the folks from the Rice Street Festival. Princess Amber Phillips. We got Chelsea Bollier and Inara Zahn. Now, Orange Leaf coming through. We saw Cherry Berry earlier. Here's Orange Leaf.
We have more coming.
Thing I like about Orange Leaf, they've got those separate bowls. It's just little dividers in there. You get 3 different kinds of ice cream all at once. Yogurt, yogurt, yogurt. It's not ice cream.
Very tasty stuff. It's a big hit with the crowd. Everybody wants the yogurt.
Free samples going out to the crowd.
Must have froze those last night.
Visit them online at orangeleafyogurt.com. Coming up behind Orange Leaf is the Kristen Walker Agency of American Family Insurance. Kristen Walker is the owner of the Downtown Hudson American Family Insurance Agency. She's worked for American Family for 15 years and has been an agent in Hudson since 2009. The Kristen Walker Agency is located conveniently in downtown Hudson on 2nd Street, right across the road from Riverfront Athletic Club. They do have a parking lot, Kristen says. Kristen and her assistant, Cassandra Frank, work hard every day to provide local families with all their insurance needs. Give them a call today for help protecting your future and your American dream. Coming up next, the group from the Hudson Rod Gun and Archery Club, and they have a very cool track chair, and they're letting people use that for persons with mobile disabilities at no cost. And they put together a great fundraiser to buy that chair. And if there's people out there that maybe have hunted for a long time and now they can't seem to get out, these guys will help you get out and do some hunting. It's the Hudson Rod Gun and Archery Club in Hudson, Wisconsin, located just north of town here.
Another great club in the community, serving the community. And there you see the hunting chair that is available. It's Mr. Hanson on there. He lost his leg many, many years ago, and this allows him to go out and hunt with all the rest of the people.
Just had an event here a week or so ago, Shot for Hope, that also put a lot of funds together for local area kids and people who need a chance to get out hunting and do something that they wouldn't be able to without that organization.
They do many events out there to raise funds, and they also have free sighting in of your gun for the deer season.
Here's the group from Osseo. It's the Osseo Lake Martha Days. It's the third weekend in June, Lake Martha Days in Osseo, Wisconsin.
Another beautiful float. Coming up now is one of the all-time favorites in the parade. It's the local Shriners running around in their go-karts.
The Zora Roadrunners and some stunt tricks with those go-karts. The Zora Roadrunners are members of the St. Croix Valley Shrine Club. The 150 members of the Shrine Club reside in western Wisconsin, from Osceola all the way down to Bay City, and from the St. Croix River east to Woodville, Wisconsin. The Shrine Club raises money for the support of 22 Shrine Children's Hospitals throughout North America. Zora Roadrunners participate in over 22 parades each summer in western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota. The Little East-West Shrine Game will be held Saturday, October 4th at UW River Falls. Over the past 52 years, the Shrine Game has generated more than $525,000 for Shrine Hospitals for Children. The Roadrunners have been in parade since 1995. And the cool thing about the Shrine Hospitals is they do great work for kids, and they don't turn anyone away for not being able to pay.
They're pretty precise drivers. They're whipping along here pretty good. I don't know if I'd even fit on one of those golf carts.
Kids like watching it. They do awesome work and have a lot of fun doing it. The Zora Roadrunners. And in a former life, I was a news reporter, and I actually did a story in one of the Shrine Hospitals down in Chicago. And it's just incredible what you see there, and a lot of times most people don't really realize what some people have to go through, and the fact that these guys are helping people when they're really, some of them are really at their lowest point in life. It's amazing work that this group does, and if you have an opportunity to help them out, I really urge you to do that.
And what they do is free. They turn nobody away that needs help. Their hospitals are open, serving people every day.
Well, it's getting close to the end, and it seems like these last few groups are lagging behind, but we've only got a couple units left. People are starting to pick up their stuff, but hopefully they stick around. I believe we've got a couple more units coming down the route, but people are cleaning up. But a big weekend near the Village Hall. You've got the spaghetti eating contest, the pepper eating contest. We've got the crowning of the new royalty, and
bands for dancing every night. Lots of entertainment. Bouncy houses for the kids. Come on out with the whole family.
Lots of delicious food right there. You talked about the Dagos earlier. I mean, there's just tons of stuff. A lot of people really enjoy. I know you said you don't like those peppers, a little spicy for you, but a lot of people really love those and come here just for the peppers.
So, and just remember, everything that you spend, any profits come back to the community. There goes the float for the River Fest, sponsored by Uline, a new business in Hudson.
River Fest party with a purpose to raise awareness for the St. Croix River. Multi-day, family-friendly community event celebrates the river while recognizing the need to preserve water quality. River Fest, watch for it in 2015.
It looks like we're at the end of the parade. We have the North Hudson Village crew coming up with their trucks.
Coming through, and that signifies the parade is over. And John, thanks so much for helping us out today. It was a lot of fun
pleasure.
doing the parade with you. And for those of you watching, thanks for watching. And we'll see you later on with coverage of Pepperfest. Lots of cool stuff coming up, so stick with us here on the River Channel.
Oh, Marie,
Oh Marie,
oh, Marie,
oh Marie,
in your arms, I'm longing to be.
longing to be,
Baby,
baby,
tell me you love me.
tell me you love me,
Kiss me once while the stars shine above me.
shine above me.
Hey, hey, Marie,
Hey Marie,
oh, Marie,
oh Marie,
in your arms, I'm longing to be.
longing to be,
Oh, baby,
oh baby,
tell me you love me.
tell me you love me.
Hey, Marie,
Hey Marie,
hey, Sammy, come here, boy. Where, Marie?